Previously on waterLINE.
It would definitely keep the space, but it was 2 4-foot long diffusers in line with the trusses over there. They didn't like the design and the aesthetic of it. I could do it. It's a modification and it's a change order. 3 to 4 foot section over here and a 3 to 4 foot section. And then I need to bump out 12, 14, 16 inches. I don't know exactly yet.
As minimal as possible.
As minimal as possible.
So now everything's on hold. Again, another delay. We're in a holding pattern.
Look, we gotta trust the process.
Trust the process.
My name is Brian. I'm pinkSTONE's mechanical engineering wizard in the background. If there's a problem and it involves air, water, or electricity, I'm your guy. HVAC is not super sexy. pinkSTONE is all about super sexy design and construction, and so it's hard to make HVAC fit that medium. What tends to happen is you'll get contractors out there that take a design of a structure and they rely on their own experience to lay out the blood of the building, the air, the water, the electricity. They bid aggressively and they work aggressively. They put duct where they think it should go, put it up, ask questions later. And that's where you can get into trouble. They'll make decisions on the fly and you'll end up with ugly stuff in your building you didn't account for.
So the HVAC is it's always the problem child because it's difficult. It's difficult to hide. Nobody wants to see it, but nobody wants to be hot or cold either. We had a subcontractor that came in and designed the system, and we designed the framing and the architecture around it. And somewhere along the way when we switched subcontractors, that information never got communicated to them. And so all of a sudden, I walk out on site and I see these massive ducts just running right through rooms, like there's no kind of rhyme or reason. And I know for those guys, again, they're looking at it from their lens. They just need to heat and cool the air and put it in the house, and I'm looking at it from all the perspectives of the client still has to like the way their house looks, it still has to be heated and cooled. And it was one of those moments where this is where almost all of Casey's experience is going to end up working against him.
So it's a unique position to be in. I think anyone in the construction industry who has ran a project of any size, even a typical spec-built home, you're in the middle. So
you've got the client with their expectations.
Obviously the clients are really just looking for aesthetic. They're probably not even thinking about their house being hot and cold.
We're talking to professionals on one end and buyers on the other.
And you've got the installer with their expectations.
Casey's looking at it from, I'm supposed to be getting this done in schedule and in budget.
You're in between the drafting and the final plans, and you're taking it to a turnkey finished product.
The designers are like, I want it to look pretty.
And then my job is to marry both of them together and keep the ship going the way it is, allow them to have the architectural features they want without overspending on HVAC.
Everybody's coming at it from a different, angle. My job specifically is to make sure all of those pieces are coming together.
Unfortunately, sometimes communication, there's a breakdown.
Communication, it's kind of
you just have to be a professional and try to be graceful with people.
It's something that's very lax between engineers and builders.
In the past, he's never had a design team that he could pick up the phone and say, hey, this is happening, what do I do? Because he can't wait a week to hear back from his architect or mechanical engineer because we got crews out there. Some personalities were rubbed the wrong way because when we're trying to integrate everything into one system, lines start to get blurred.
I try to just walk with grace and be friendly and understanding to both sides, and sometimes the pressure gets turned up though.
It did show some cracks. We will continue to see different cracks as we repair the ones that we currently have.
So this was our area, our pressure point in question. We've since been able to render something for the client that satisfies them and gives them a new space, a way to utilize this area differently, as well as heat and cool the space properly. We are going to be doing a linear diffuser up top to shoot air and cascade air out this way. We're going to be putting an outlet in, and the way it's rendered currently, they could put art, put a TV, set some chairs here. I'm in the middle because I don't want to say my team designed a house and things weren't fully thought of, and I don't want to tell the client I'm incompetent and I didn't think of this, right? So sometimes it's just working through areas like this because it's got to be structurally sound and functional, right? But the design aesthetic is the trick in the custom builds.
I feel like Kroger kind of popped off with these apples. Did you try turning it off and turning it back on again?
See, this is the only thing I have. But Rebecca has emailed her. Oh, here's crunching. ASMR.
Nate, I'm so sorry. We're just like crunching your ear.
Sounds really fresh.
It sounds really crisp. And that's where I don't know if Brian.
My name is Anna, and I am the lead interior designer with pinkSTONE Built. The interior design, a lot of it was predetermined by the time I got here, but even now we've run into issues of things not being able to be ordered, or maybe we need to make last-minute adjustments to things. People don't consider that it's not just the materials, it's space planning too, wondering how people will move through the space, even accessibility for certain people if they need certain things to be lowered down so that they can reach them, or if they need an elevator. So it's not just the finishes, but pertaining to the finishes, you also have things like combustibility and fire ratings, how durable certain materials are. If you have, for instance, someone that loves to cook and cooks a lot of pasta and drinks red wine, you're not going to recommend marble to them because they're going to stain that in 5 minutes. With Beth and Dusty, I'm trying to think, how can we get them a very durable, long-lasting product so that this can be like their final house. They'll never have to think about another house again, and they're not having to worry about replacing things or things breaking, just making everything as durable as possible.
I'm really glad she liked the foyer. I thought she wasn't going to.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought she would like it.
It's just not. When
That's
I
not
think
what
of
you
foyer,
think.
I don't
that's
think of that.
what I think of
Really?
when I think of foyer.
I don't think of that as a foyer.
Turn around.
Oh.
That way.
My name's Allie, and I'm a project manager here at pinkSTONE Built. When I came to, Mariah.
Yeah.
Shh.
Rebecca and Monica made me laugh.
When Mariah used to sit up here with me and Caitlin, Mariah would always talk about the time. She'd be like, oh my God, it's 3 o'clock.
Oh my God, it's 12 o'clock. 6 more hours until our shift's over.
Caitlin made a contract for her to sign, so she would stop saying the time. And I'm about to do that to Anna. I'm still very integrated into the interior design. Anna sits right next to me. We're helping each other out along the way.
This is a case for Granny Smith.
I mean, it's just always a fun time around here.
No, I think you're just trying to do it.
They're crunchy.
A lot of times we get people in the store that people probably wouldn't necessarily believe. Most people don't realize how many personalities come through this area. And I wish I was able to show everybody and everything, because I think that would immediately, put us on the map, so to speak. But, at the same time, it's also kind of cool to work under the radar.
So here's without the roof. We don't have the roof on it yet, but that's what it'll look like.
Oh, from the front. Okay, where's the front? That's the front of the house.
Like this and that. So how far is that?
This room's roughly 18 by 18.
I'm saying
Oh.
from my back of my chair here to the back of, push back a little bit, like you're getting out of the chair.
That's probably about 8 feet.
All right, so 10 feet would be plenty.
So when we deal with things like the HVAC and different types of things we run into in construction, typically that dies in that project. Versus now, we can take that and we can recycle that knowledge into the next one. And so this new project that we're starting, that we're gonna call Saddle Ridge, is completely different than what we're doing right now with waterLINE. It's a more traditional home. It's on a 12-acre horse farm. The clients are definitely more drawn to like an old school ranch style house, which I love because it's going to show the depth and the scale of what we can do, because we do modern very well. We're one of the few in the area that do it really well. And so we're kind of slowly getting pigeonholed into that.
You're not going to have any excuses now.
It was really cool to have them come in, both as a client, because they're polar opposite to Beth and Dusty. They are very private. They are very demanding, in probably kind of a good way. It's a little, intimidating is not the word, it's just, we're so used to this, people come in and kind of know exactly what they want. And they're more like, well, it could be this and it could be that. Do you want fish, chicken, or steak? And you're like, well, it could be any of them. And you're like, I just want to please you. And so it's, for me, I think the team at times is kind of uncertain. Whereas for me, having dealt with clients for so long, it's fun for me because it's just, it's another dynamic, another layer to figure out. So yeah, we figured out HVAC and we're rolling that into this, but now we're figuring out how to handle a more unique client. And so I'm really excited to kind of take the journey through that, because it's a much more traditional structure. It's a much, it's all timber frame. We don't have any big steel beams or anything going on, but they're very adamant that they don't want it kind of the cliche modern farmhouse. So it's a true old one, not necessarily look old, but more of the old flavor, which again it's gonna be challenging. It's gonna be challenging for the team.
It's not normal construction out here in the Smokies, so when you bid normal construction, you get normal construction, and that process is a lot of on-site, hands-on during the install process. They are their own business, they have their own intentions, they have their own markers they have to hit, that I think we can find a happy medium with.
I'm the PM here. Jeremy works in my office. What can I do for you?
Well, he had called me about doing some doors for him.
Yeah, let's talk about it. They're in here, so I can show you what we're working with.
We could use anything. We could use, something else.
Yeah,
the black stock.
Black, just black.
Black.
Yeah, because this is industrial, so.
Yeah.
Who's making decisions? I will say weight is going to be an issue with that front pivot door. In its pallet, it's probably 650 pounds.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's 14 foot tall, about 10 foot wide.
Wow.
Come in 7 pieces.
Well, I'll tell you something funny. That 6-panel pallet door, when they delivered it, they didn't call, they didn't say anything. It was dropped inside here, and we had to move it all around the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would have hated me.
I think that one was 36 foot wide by, how tall was it, 10 foot?
Well, what do you need from me, or do you have our emails? Do you have Jeremy's contact so that you could send in? Okay. Well, he was in a meeting with a new client. We're about to start 2 more builds. If we can align with your estimate and get it to work, when could you start?
Maybe end of next week, the following week, possibly.
All right, well, I appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
I did, I was like, he's kind of loud. It's not a loud guy.
I'm driving real slow, like I'm running on 30 on the dash. Yeah, we riding slow, but that money moving fast. Some money in the air, like you really don't care. Oh, yeah, we riding slow,
We went out there and we did kind of what we did here, where we marked exactly where we wanted their glass wall, like the angle and it was cool to when we staked it. We were only off by 2 inches.
But I feel like it's fun for the pinkSTONE clients to get to see, because I feel like it's the first step in visualizing what you just saw in the rendering on the property.
Land kind of tells you what it wants, And anytime I've noticed where we've gone against that, where I'm like, I feel like it needs to be right here, and the client's like, no, it needs to be here. It's like we fight it the whole way. Like we run into rock, then something else happens. There's a sinkhole, and I'm like, I know that sounds crunchy, but I'm telling you, the land it just kind of tells you what it wants.
Oh, they're the donkeys. How cute.
They almost look like a skunk right there. It's the journey.
Yeah.
Yeah. That doesn't suck, does it?
Total.
There we go. It's like 118 feet. That way. Kind of up here. 67, 70. This is the house, no garage.
Look, it's 25 feet.
Okay. Sledgehammer's that? Oh.
Sorry, I thought you were moving.
And you can walk with me this way.
I want the
Outdoor, based on this placement. No, right here. Pocket in the back of the seat. You can leave them in there.
I know, I just feel like I've been under the gun today. I've had a rough day, so.
Pressure makes diamonds, baby.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond. Sometimes you're the bug, sometimes you're the windshield.
I'm the bug.
You're the bug today. That's all right. Tomorrow you'll be the windshield.
Yeah.
You want to try to help these people grow and think about it a different way without necessarily knocking all their confidence out of them. Because then you don't want them second guessing everything. Like, hey, they want to move a switch here. Do I need to run that by the design team? I don't know. Like, at what point does it need to go there? That's one of the things that the HVAC specifically brought to light.
Let's be honest, it's way out of my wheelhouse. I don't have any comfort in it at all.
Oh,
so.
bro, me too.
Okay.
Me too. I have no idea. But, you know, between the three of us, I mean, my God, surely we can figure it out.
Their only discomfort was they don't think it's enough tonnage to cool adequately, but if we've got an engineer saying it is, I got to side with the engineer.
Their main room is, 26 feet tall? And just, I don't remember now what the CFMs are that were required in that room, but that room just by itself has a 4-ton unit. Just that room. So when you think about the amount of air you've got to move, it's not as simple as just put air there.
Trust me, I'm gonna talk to Brian and I'll see what my level of comfort is with him and his explanation, and then make a call.
If the tonnage changes, the CFMs per room need to be recalculated, and it could change the diffuser and plenum size.
Yep.
So we would be on hold until Brian told us what sizes to get, because the ducts would need to be resized.
Yep, got it.
So that's the most current up-to-date information. As soon as we agree on something, as soon as they hear back from you, they'll price those units, get us a price. They can put boots on the ground sooner if we stick with it the way Brian has designed it. If the tonnage changes, we have to wait until Brian recalculates the CFM so that they can determine the duct size.
Gotcha. Yeah, okay. I'll let you know that. And then we just left Saddle Ridge, and so we will hopefully be getting a budget together for them. I told them late next week or early in the following, but they're ready to go.
Our clients at Saddle Ridge, they were hell-bent that we had to have this layout. And I kept trying to explain to them that we can't get it to look right. That like what they're wanting and what the floor plan was, it just won't work. But we had lost a little bit of credibility after that first meeting. And so he was getting a little frustrated, and so was she. And again, I made another kind of bold move where I picked up the floor plan and quite literally used scissors to cut it out and rearrange it, because I could see in my mind what elevation they wanted, which meant we had to have a longer floor plan. But I knew if this didn't click, like I think it's gonna click, it's just gonna make this way more confusing, and I've just thrown gasoline on a fire. But when it ended up laying out, oh thank goodness, I still like get a little sweaty. It was exactly what they wanted. You know, so we're working through the budgetary piece of it, and once we get that kind of ironed out, we're going to break ground on that. You know, some people walk in March and want to be in by Christmas. That was them. So they're really hoping we can get them in by Christmas, and as long as we can get these decisions made, we can do it. But that's going to be a completely different process, which will be interesting to watch because it's going to be a lot very quickly.
Oh, we're still rolling. We're still rolling. Yeah, the truck is still rolling. I'm gonna jump around. Hang on.